Good morning, everyone. This is John. I'm calling, broadcasting from Australia. Some of us are in the afternoon, some of us are in the evening, some of us are at night. Nevertheless, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to you. I am privileged to be in the Pacific uh, island group with Papua New Guinea, New Zealand, and Australia. And among our group, we are about the fifth largest in the TBC family. And we are also very blessed to be in this land of plenty. God has blessed this nation with, or this continent with very unique flora and fauna. We have some beautiful, unique flowers. We have some beautiful, unique fruits. We have also lots and lots of beautiful, unique birds and animals. Of course, we are world famous for the hopping kangaroo. We have a bird called a lyrebird, which can imitate all kinds of noises. And that's why it's called a lyre thing, including all the bones of the animals or the prey that you can catch. Well, that is a little bit of the background of Australia and all the beautiful people and the sceneries around us. Well, let us look at the blog that came out yesterday and what Randy Wilson has also shared with us. We would like to revisit the blog once again. The title of the blog is We Need 3 Days to Catch Up with Current Migration Requests. Now, this is the title that admin has put up in the blog, and it shows that it is a very healthy sign because of the surge of people who are having favor and faith in TBC. They trust TBC and they support TBC, and this is the mass. These are the people who are coming in, put their faith into the hands of admin, and they are requesting for a migration from the old blockchain to the new blockchain for their accounts. Now, the support has been so overwhelming that the servers cannot cope with the demand. And so therefore, admin is now telling us that they are giving us or making a request to all members to hold back for a few days before they continue on the migration request. This is because that at this point of time, migration is still done manually by the staff, and even though they have already trained many staff to do this, there is a certain limit that they can do in a day, and this is around 2,000 perhaps per day that they can process. And as we go along, admin says that, uh, they would come up with another system where migration can be done on an auto basis and which would be much faster. But for now, it is done manually. And of course, everything takes time, everything takes money. So if you want the very best, we have to wait and we have to make sure that admin has enough funds. Okay, so coming back to what we are looking at, uh, to get an automated system built so that the whole process of migration can be dealt with will take at least over 3 weeks to develop a system like that. The programmers have to sit down and let us understand and appreciate that this is not a simple program because it has to deal with massive traffic. It has to deal with hundreds of thousands of people who are clicking and entering the site at any moment, and they are doing registration, they are doing requests, they are doing processing, they are doing a transaction. So that means to say the back office will be overwhelmed with activities. So admin at this time have requested that members do not do any transaction on the old wallet while they are in the process of migrating. That means to say, if any member is in the process of migrating, please refrain from doing any transaction on your own wallet because it is going to cause a lot of trouble and it will cause a lot of delay, not only to yourself, but to the whole system as a whole. So if you think that you have opportunities to sell your Pringles or your coins, please refrain from migrating at the moment so that you can then utilize your old wallet without disturbing the system. Now, the other thing is when you want to do any transaction, the design of the old wallet and the new wallet, or the old blockchain and the new blockchain, runs on different systems, and they are not compatible. Now, the example that admin has given is this: you cannot take the spare parts in a Ferrari and use the same spare part to put it onto your Toyota. Now, the spare parts in the Ferrari can only be fitted into a higher grade vehicle, which is the Ferrari. And if you want to use the spare part in the Ferrari, you have to sell the spare part to a third person, get the cash out, then go and buy the spare part for the Toyota and use it for the Toyota. So this is just an analogy for an example for people to understand that the new wallet is of such high standing, of high quality, that it would not work with the old wallet. All right. So understand this once again. The old coin network is not compatible with the new coin network. All right. Now, for those who have already successfully migrated, you would notice that they do not need to verify their email account in the process of registering the new wallet. However, the advice from admin is this: you need to be careful of typing in the correct password. Do not change your password. The same password that you use for the old wallet must be the same password that you use for the new wallet. Don't go and change it. The system will not accept it. So, for example, if your old wallet password is ABC1234, your new wallet password would also be ABC1234. So, admin is telling us do not copy and paste because there is a chance of error if you copy and paste. There may be a space, there may be a missing alphabet or number, but you must type it in manually. And the other aspect is you need to keep a good record. Keep a record of the password so that the password will not be missing, because once you miss your password, you will not get your coins back anymore. So remember, put your password in a separate place which is safe. Put it under lock and key. If you lose your password, there is no way of you recovering your coins anymore. And admin says that they will not replace any lost coins. In the past, some members unfortunately have tried to scam admin. They come up with all kinds of sad stories saying that they have lost the coins because of one reason or another, or because they have forgotten their password. And so they are trying to get admin to help them to recover their lost coins. This is not going to happen anymore. So admin says they would not entertain this. And from now on, security is the responsibility of individual members. Admin will not be responsible for the security of your coins. Now, for those who have not yet paid up their $10 admin fee through the Kindle Cashback Office, you will not be able to migrate. You will not be able to get your text send button, and you, however, also would need to go through a formal questionnaire before you can request for a new wallet. Now, these questionnaires of 10 questions, they would have a multiple answers, and all you have to do is pick the right answer. And this is to ensure that you understand fully the TBC program, and this is to ensure that you comprehend the working and the tools of TBC. All right. So finally, admin is saying, because of the new wallet that is working so fast, we are today able to restrain ourselves. Do not use the send button irresponsibly, and do not continue to keep on doing transactions uh, non-stop. This transaction must be done systematically, and each transaction must get through before you do another transaction. Now, for those of us older members, we may have a situation where in the past you have bought Pringles or you have bought coins from past leaders, from past trusted sellers, and now you have lost contact with them, or they have disappeared, or they have moved on, and you find that you have got the outstanding coins or Pringles that have not yet been confirmed. Admin is giving us this opportunity. If you are in this dilemma, all you need to do is to contact a trusted seller and purchase $50 worth of Pringles from the new trusted seller, and the trusted seller would be able to confirm your transaction of the $50 and also all the outstanding past transactions that have not yet been confirmed. So in other words, for example, you can come to me. I'm a trusted seller. You can just purchase $50 of Pringle from me, and I'll be more than happy to help you to confirm this $50 transaction as well as all the others outstanding transaction. So you can come to me or you can come to any of the other trusted sellers on the program. So we need to be aware of what is happening every day. The best place to go to update ourselves is to look into the blog, read the blog, follow the videos that our leaders throughout the world are putting up. Uh, the Voice of TBC, Randy Wilson is coming up with daily broadcasts. The 10 top leaders of TBC, they are also coming out with their own daily broadcasts. And so also are many of the other leaders who are also doing daily broadcasts. So if there is a need to ask, go ahead and ask whatever questions that you may have. And we look forward to be able to help you to put your accounts right, and also that you may be able to migrate smoothly, and that you would be able to enjoy what TBC has for you. Now, in case you have missed out, TBC is no more valued on the euro. It would not be valued on the fiat currencies, but from now on, after the migration, TBC will be valued on a value of grain of gold. In other words, every member is valued as 1 grain of gold. And when we have the full targeted number of members of 1 billion members, every coin would be worth 1 billion grain of gold at that time. And our value would more than double. Already, it is more than double. So thank you for listening. Thank you for attending this broadcast. I will talk to you another time. Bye bye.